So the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is now for sale, and with that I want to make a video why you probably shouldn't buy that phone. Anyway, let's dive into the video and explain why I think the S10 and even the Note 9 might be the better option. So, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and I know people are straight away going to say that the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the S10 aren't the same kind of phone because you get an addition of the S Pen. And on paper I agree, but not as much as I would have, like say 4 years ago with the release of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Around that time I would say yeah, there was a definite difference between the S series and the Note series. However, the gap between those are closing, and it seems that the Note series is becoming a bit more like the S series, or the S series more like the Note series, to be honest. Anyway, I feel like there are some situations where I feel like the Note series has its own place, but for your average consumer, it doesn't really matter. The S Pen is nice, and I agree with that, but I feel like the gap is too close to say that the Samsung Galaxy Note is something very different to the S series. Anyway, let's start with the reasons why I feel like the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is the better sale. With straight off the bat, we're gonna start with the price. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is being sold for $1,049 US, and in the Netherlands it's actually 1,099 euros, which is translated to over 1,200 USD, which is quite a lot. Now, if you look for the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, you can get that for about 300 or more cheaper than the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Not to mention that if you want the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus for cheaper, you can get it secondhand or sealed secondhand, which is even better. And for that price, you get the same 3D fingerprint scanner under the display, which honestly for me is the best 3D fingerprint scanner. It just works really well. Actually, the other ones are 2D, not 3D, but you get the drift. It's the better option and it works well. Your finger is wet or anything like that. So for me, that is really a nice technology from Qualcomm. Next to that, you get the big battery with a 4000 mAh battery. Yes, you get a 4300 mAh battery on the Note, but we'll get to that why. But apart from that, the specifications are really similar. It has the same CPU, it has the same RAM and so on. The only difference that I can really give you is that one has UFS 3.0, that is the Note series, which is a faster memory, and one has UFS 2.1, which is the slower memory on the Samsung Galaxy S10 series. And if you go for the cheaper Samsung Galaxy Note 10, you don't actually get a micro SD slot. So that's also something that you have to keep in mind. And then of course, my beloved feature, the headphone jack. It's not there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, where it is on the Samsung Galaxy S10. The feature-packed phone that should have all the features and be the best you can get is ditching something that is the better option than Bluetooth. And what Bluetooth can perform in, for instance, when you go to the gym or something like that, where it can perform well there, I don't see it as a replacement. It simply isn't better than the 3.5mm jack. And that straight away is also the second reason, the 3.5mm jack. You can use the 3.5mm for instance while recording. Heck, this is via 3.5mm. It's handy, it's quick, it's simple, nothing really to add. Bluetooth cannot replace that. So the headphone jack, and making fun of it also counts a little bit with Apple and then removing the videos, is also a reason why I feel like the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 simply isn't worth it compared to the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And then we have design. Well, I think the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 has some things that look nice on it. The way, for instance, the metal frame is on the side. I do see some issues with the design itself. For myself, I'm not the biggest fan of having a camera on the side. Well, it is nice for animations, don't get me wrong, I really like it in that. I don't feel like it really works for a device. It doesn't look as nice as something that is actually centered. And for myself, I'm not the biggest fan of the color options that you have this year. There's one, and that's the blue version, that does look quite nice. But the silver one, that is kind of a hit and miss for me. I feel like when the lighting is well, and it looks silver, it's a nice color. However, when you get all this unicorn puking color on it, I'm not the biggest fan of that. And I feel like it also steps away from what the Note should be. I feel like the Note is more of a business kind of phone, you know, more the professional phone. But the S series is more for the average user. So I don't feel like the color really fits. And that is coming from someone who actually likes the more boxier shape that the Samsung Galaxy Note series produces. For instance, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, I preferred that over the Samsung Galaxy S10, especially with the feel in the hand. It was a bit more boxy and it felt better in the hand. And then 4, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Yes, I know, from the beginning of this video I said why you should get the Samsung Galaxy S10 instead of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. But I feel like the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 still fits in this topic. For one, you do get a big battery with a 4000 mAh battery inside. You get the micro SD, you get the best version that Samsung could produce at that moment. And also it has the headphone jack. So that's also something. Next to that, the price is much cheaper once again. And also the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 doesn't have any cutouts or compromises, I feel like. So for me, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 feels more the complete package compared to what you can get on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Well, I see that the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 brings some features like the wide angle lens, because man, that is nice to have. But other than that, I feel like having the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 instead of something like the Samsung Galaxy S10 or the Note 9 even is just not justified. Because of some removal of features, but also because of what it's trying to be. I don't feel like this is the feature beast that it used to be, especially for the price itself. Now, if you are looking for a new device and you want to spend that amount, it makes sense. But I feel like if you can save a bit of money, then I would advise the Samsung Galaxy S10 or the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 if you really want a Note series. Anyway, what do you think about the Samsung Galaxy Note 10? What is your favorite color and do you agree with my opinion or not? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like my content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you maybe get a notification when I upload a video. So that's a thing that maybe or maybe not is happening. Anyway, have a good one and talk to you guys in the next.